Everyone is literally attracted to their parents. We just lose interest when we realize that our parents don't meet the standard idea of beauty. However, my parents do, so... yeah, you know for a fact one of this is one of them dum-dums that put their shit in public, cause what the heck is that? No, seriously, we don't need to start this video off with a family tree that don't fork.
I have several questions.
Hello all of you wonderful individuals, and welcome back to another video for the day. We're heading back into r/InsanePeople Facebook because social media is still going around and social media is still dumb as shit. And so, you know, if you guys would like to be absolutely amazing, show your support and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit the like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you guys have not already, subscribe. The lung beer virus's brain frog may be due to leaky, bloody brain barrier, study finds. What do you think happens when you put cancerous swabs up into your nose, hitting the brain barrier? Yet another thing us Looney Tunes warned you of. We said when we were doing the nasal swab testing, it would damage the blood/brain barrier. And hey, here is where we find ourselves. We did try to stop you from doing it. Sad face 3 times. 12 by 12 heavy-duty steel louver panels, only for $200. Honestly, don't seem like a bad idea. But why this is on here though? Well, let's get to that point. 6 heavy steel louver panels. They are still attached to our building. They are welded on. You will need the proper equipment to saw them off and remove them yourselves. 4 of the 6 poles remain, but you can take the 2 side poles on the end. Ah, great. So all I have to do in order to get the little extra thing is freaking cut them out myself. For anybody that for some reason don't know what exactly welding is, if for some reason welding is not in your vocabulary, you take metal, you heat it up to an intense degree, and you literally fuse metal together. They're still welded, and they $200, and you have to give them $200. But you know, it's not like you have to do anything to get them out and available to you or anything. No, all you got to do is unseparate fused metal. I'm not jammed, but breathing this air is vexing all of us. These are my blood results. Instead of clear floating blood cells, it looks like I'm wired for sound chemtrails all throughout my blood. Huge detox for heavy metals. Shiny stuff is graphene. Weakened cell walls. Wire type structures. Dude, that's just your computer wallpaper, my mans. That is not your blood. That is not them chemtrails. That is a wallpaper. But you know, whatever gets that tinfoil hat to fit nice and snug on your hollow noggin. A mass invasion of a country is an act of war. A government failing to protect a country is an act of treason. You ever notice that there's a pattern of people that post stuff like this on Facebook? They always have their profiles set to public, so you know for a fact everybody is able to see just how dumb this is. Yeah, it's pretty strange that I never knew about the King of England had anything to do with our history. Kinda surprised me, but I guess it was back in the day. It's kinda cool, I guess. Blank, the King of England tried to take our country and our ancestors didn't have any of that. American flag sign. It's crazy, I never knew. Yeah, the American colonies were originally settled by England and belonged to the king. The colonists were English citizens and rebelled to from that is where the post ends. I kind of feel like if you weren't taught that the British, you know, kind of owned everything growing up, well, I feel like you might have been homeschooled. Because I know for a fact during my grade school stuff, I was in the public school system, we for shit sure got taught about the War of 1776. Truth does not equal the facts. See, when I say public Facebook posts, you always get the nuts. Interesting. You're going to have to elaborate. There are an infinite number of facts in the universe. Alone, they are generally unhelpful. By prioritizing the fact into comprehensible units, you move towards knowledge. As the facts are more perfectly prioritized, you moved from knowledge towards what we might call truth. Yeah, I don't know why. For some reason, I'm getting the vibes of the Neil deGrasse Tyson, Key and Peele kill skits, so these guys are just gonna wind up sticking here. If you have not seen the Key and Peele Neil deGrasse Tyson skit, I absolutely highly recommend it. It is funny as shit.
Even Jesus references this in his famous "The truth will set you free" quote. He insisted his disciples could learn the most perfect method of prioritizing facts by watching them closely and following his example. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm things don't add up and it's pretty obvious theorist.
Oh, okay, so I got it. You are blatantly bad at math.
Okay, God forbid you don't know what 2 + 2 is, let alone what the effect of pot of greed is. Still having trouble with that one, aren't you? Wake up. American citizens have been detained at the U.S. border after a hunting trip in Mexico. Repost for exposure. This is what happens when an American citizen tries to come back into the United States of America after being hunting in Mexico legally for geese. Why are thousands of illegal immigrants crossing our border, but American citizens are sitting in a cage?
You know, most of the time I've seen border crossing stuff, it's usually the whole, hey, what are you traveling for? Do you have anything to declare? And so on and so forth, and then you're free to go. Why do I get the weird feeling they didn't exactly like that? Because I've also seen a decent amount of people look at government officials just doing their job, say, I'm not going to listen to you, let me go through, and then think that that's gonna work out.
I'm an American citizen, you're supposed to let me pass.
Okay, you got paperwork to prove it?
I don't gotta show you dookie.
I don't allow a woman to teach a man or tell him what to do. She must listen quietly. 1 Timothy 2:12 ERV. Some women pastor teach to men, which is not supposed to, as the Lord says. Okay, 2 words, or 3, I guess. Grade school system. Majority of teachers are women. You gonna keep on thumping that Bible there, or are you just gonna give us more proof and more fuel to the fire in the fact that you likely did not have a proper grade school education?
Never forget, the beverage they call the White Russian is named after the Bolshevik and the endings of white Christians.
No, the shit it's not. It's called you added cream to a Black Russian. Don't try to make a statement if I can debunk you with 2 seconds of a Google search. With that being said, I kinda want one now. I like the creamy drinks, you know, the dessert style ones.
I just thought that I would give people an insight. I have my own thoughts on this. My son-in-law is an automobile salesman. Today, a migrant with ID came in and bought a car. He had to have 6 months proof of insurance for a car and a driver's license. Plus, he had a social security card. He explained to my son-in-law that he had been given $15,000 from the government and $10,000 from Washington State. Said Washington pays better than most states. All of his dental and medical was free. Food was free, he had a card for that, housing was free. He also said his family of 5 all got it, but his small daughter didn't get the money. That was just to get started. Now, he's so proud talking to a salesman that can't find an affordable place to live, barely makes minimum wage, barely can feed his family, barely can pay his bills, car expenses, insurance, or even buy food. This is such a sad situation. I provide them a room in my home and sometimes cook for them. Their future in this state and economy is bleak, and he has to stand there and listen. Sell him a car. Unbelievable. If you add it up, that family got $100,000 from just coming across our border to Washington. We have people living on the streets, substance problems, thieves, and life-enders. We can't fix that, but we can provide for the migrants. It is a shame we can't take care of the USA citizens. Old people are suffering, veterans are suffering. We really need to think about who we vote for in every level of government. Why does anyone celebrate Halloween? It is the satanic holiday of the year. Live animals and live humans are sacrificed to Satan on this day. What is wrong with people anyways? Wake up!
Yep, you're really getting upset by them, by the little kids with the robot cardboard costumes coming around, knocking on your door, saying trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. Yes, I still have that perfectly memorized, and I love the song because I love Halloween myself! Now, I'm not saying I jump at joy for the Home Depot 9-foot-tall werewolf and go out and spend the money to get the thing, but I very much would enjoy seeing it if I happen to stumble across it at somebody else's house. If somebody is celebrating a holiday for some odd reason, let them just enjoy it. They're enjoying it because they like it. You don't have to get upset just because somebody else is enjoying a day. I usually wind up working a closing shift on most Halloween, so the only really thing I get out of it myself is people coming in with their kids. We got a little trick-or-treat bag up at the register and everything, and I can hand out candy to people who bring their kids in costumes and stuff. So just let them enjoy the holiday however they want to. But with that, that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit the like button, leave a comment down below to start up the wholesome internet discussions, and if you guys have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye!